Bleach is a series that I and many others hold dear to our hearts. Although not as classic as Dragon Ball, not nor as popular as Naruto, or as well written as One Piece, it's still a great show. If you skip filler, that is. And it's honestly a shame that there are pretty much next to zero representation of the series on Roblox, even though Roblox is a very popular place for anime games. Now, I understand that there are Bleach games out there, but how should I put this in a nice way? They're all kind of terrible. And so a certain group of people said, "No, we will not stand for this. We will make the best Bleach game to exist." And so they did. Oh, I I, I guess some people made Reaper 2 as well. But is that worth your time? Reaper 2 is quite a simple game. A little too simple, in fact. Unless you want to become a Vastokar, the strongest type of Orankar, then from the start of the game, you quite literally just have to abandon it. And that's the entire game. You go around doing the story, wow, nice, you are now level 15, where to next? Now listens up. Now you have to go grind a quest meant for level 5s until you are level 25, and then do the level 25 quest, and then grind that quest until your sanity drains as you spiral into a never-ending madness of sorrow and pain. Soul Reapers level and fight with their Zanpakuto to gain access to their Shikai. Quincy's level and do a little challenge to unlock their vault standing. Hollows have to get level 15 as a base hello, live for several hours as a Menos Grande, get level 50 as a Nejukas, and then get enough stat points saved up on Vastaloria to transform into a Vastokar, and then from there you can finally level like every other race. Now I know what you might be thinking, but Tess, there's a PvP mode. Why don't you go PvP? And to that I say, yeah, sure, if you want to get your ass absolutely whooped by players higher level than you. Sure, you might get some nice fights here and there, but ultimately you can only make it so far when under-leveled. And if you somehow reach the intermediate stage of rank, then God forbid you are anything other than a Vastokar, because this game has monkeys and typewriters doing balancing. Because Vastokar is by far the strongest race in the game, and that is simply because of one fact: it is the only race with their final evolution. And no, I do not count Flugagugel over there, and this is fine. I understand the game is still an alpha, but don't you think you should have at least made one Bankai before release so you know the Reapers stood a fucking chance? And sure, you can go Soul Reaper or Quincy and kick plenty of ass. And all the power to you if you can do that. I'm not saying those two are unusable. If you're better than me, great. But if, from a casual player's perspective, these balancing issues are a bit steep right now, and I think that makes the game suffer a bit. I have no doubts that these issues will be fixed as time goes on, but I am only answering if the game is worth your time right now. And so, here you are. You've grinded for weeks, your level is finally high-ish enough. Good job! You can now enter PvP, and I'm going to give the game credit here. When the matches are even, the PvP is actually really fun. Like, actually really fun. The game has blaring issues, and I recognize that may come as a side effect from releasing to the public while the game is still an alpha. Although the neutral game in PvP is quite uneventful, like that's when you just run around and try to start a combo. When stuff hits the fan, it actually it goes hard. Reaper 2 is a bandit beater, and there's no doubt about that. It has some really fun PvP. If an exploited level 100 Vastokar with Primero isn't your opponent. And I genuinely believe that you can have a good time with this game. Is it worth your time though? If you want my honest to God opinion about it, then I'd say no right now. In the future it will probably hold itself up as a really fun PvP game, but as of right now the grind just takes too much time. And the ones that actually have the time to do all that grinding always stomp on the lower level players. That being said, if you do have the countless hours to spend on punching little fake monsters in your computer, then yes, I'd honestly say it's worth it. The PvP is obviously the highlight of this game, and I'd say it's pretty worth it if you actually have the time. So, final verdict. This game is not worth your time. Unless you do have countless hours to spend grinding into the night. That's it for me. What do you want from me? I don't fucking know, man. I'm Theskj. Bye.